Hello, good people. Welcome back. Welcome back to our multiplayer game on American Civil War. So, turn 60 already? Oh, la, la, la. And we are late September, 1863. For time is flying. My opponent told me that we are only mid-game. I thought that by late September 1863 we would be much closer to the end. Anyway, not much to report. Okay, unfortunately, I don't know. So Kentucky, which is our main concern. So I sent a few ships just to have a look at what we have here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divisions being there in Bowling Green, which is the Army of Tennessee. I believe that there is 4 or 5 divisions staying there also as well. I cannot send a fleet, because if I send a fleet there is a fortress here, the Fort Donelson. So every ships which are moving, ships or troops which are moving close to this place are going to be hit hard by the coastal artillery. I don't know if you call it coastal artillery, the river artillery, whatever. So, as I said, we are suffering. We were suffering on the last turn some very strong supply issue. So I had to ask Grant and the rest of the troops to cross the Kentucky River and to come back to Indiana, which he did. Unfortunately, supply is still an issue. As you see here, we have only 56%. I don't know why, but supply is not flying to... Anyway, you don't see much, but I can tell you that there is not much. Believe me, did I ask you to move somewhere or not? Oh shit, I asked you to move somewhere, but I forgot where. Move toward Knox, Indiana. Ah, yes, correct. Which is there, yeah. So I ask, as you see, there is no supply here in Evansville. So I'm asking most of my troops to move to Vincennes, where there is a lot of supply. I don't know, the supply is not... I cannot move. So there is 2 options. There were 2 options, okay? And let me share with you what are my options. So I had to... Where is Grant? Grant, yeah. Grant is the most with the 1, 2, 3, 4 division, okay? I wanted the Grants to strike Louisville, but he's already low on supply, and I replace his empty wagon by another one. So already I took yeah. So this was the supply of Grant, which was empty. I gave it to Barry. Barry gave it the supply to Grant. But even with a full wagon, is still only 50% of his. So if I want to move, so ask Grant to move to Columbus, where I do believe we still have also some supply. Yes, because I'm afraid that if I send everybody to Vincennes, there will not be enough supply for everybody. I was thinking about striking Columbus, okay, but if I move, where is my friend Grant? If I want to move him, no. Yeah, it will take 12 days. But if I do this, 1, I don't have supply, and I do cross a river against an enemy which is well entrenched. So my plan is to not to go to straightly to fight this guy Johnson in Columbus, but to land in mid Kentucky and then move there, so I don't have the penalty of crossing a river. But it will take more time. You see, 18 days. Okay, so it will take almost 23 days. So, or I do by boat. Why is Grant there? And I do land here. No train. Give me by river. So 13 days, which is good. But then if I move there, 18 days. So knowing that when we move there, he will have no supply, no source of supply, and then after not another turn to move there to another turn. So I need to make sure that I cannot afford this. I need to make sure that when I strike, if I don't change my mind, if I strike Jefferson, Kentucky, and engage this guy, I need to make sure that it's in one move, in one turn. 2 turns, it's not enough. And I will not have enough supply, and I cannot ensure source of supply. And 2, I give opportunity to my opponent to bring reinforcements, which I don't want. So this is what I decided to move a Grant to Columbus. So from Columbus by rail, he will rest, he will take some supply, and maybe next turn he will be able to strike there. And we move some of the other units back to Vincennes where they can take some supply. Also, I move this guy. Oh no, not this guy. Who is moving to? Yeah, I move 1 division. He has what he has with his eye. I don't know. John Wilder back to Cairo, Alexandria. The thing is that. The defense are really thin in Cairo. I have only 1 division left. And I don't want to give the taste of easy prey for the Army of Mississippi, which is currently in defense, and say, oh, look, Cairo, there is no defense, and try to take it. So I need to reinforce the defense of Cairo, at least with 2 divisions, to avoid being... receiving an offensive from the Confederate. Meanwhile, I am burning this depot, so I know it's one of my depots, but I think that I have only one small militia to... I have a small militia to... You see here? Destroy depot. There is a depot here. I don't want to give it to this guy. Huh? I think it's Forest. Forest is back there. I don't know if it's Forest, but okay. We are still holding Cincinnati. As you see, nothing planned. So in a Kentucky campaign, if I can say that, we are redeploying mainly due to logistics and supply issues here, unfortunately. In Missouri, nothing much happened. Okay. The Indian retreat, the Confederate Indian retreat to, what is the name of the city? Shawnee in Kansas. Sheridan, I don't know, Sheridan is really slow to take control back. So I'm moving back to take a cohesion back. I'm moving back to Lexington. The reason is that I would like to keep him as a defense here, but same issue. No, not the same. Give me there. Still supply. There is no supply here. There is a lot of supply there. So I don't want to give up this place for him to have supply. I'm still surprised that they have so much supply. I don't know how they manage to survive. So I prefer to keep Lexington and avoid that being taken with the supply by this guy. So let's see. In the north, so we are not anymore in Missouri. We are now in... what is the state? Iowa. We know that Shelby took Des Moines, so I'm sending 1 division, 1 strong division, okay, under Gilmore. Hopefully we'll engage. Hopefully, we know that I had already some disappointments. I know I will have other disappointments, but I hope that this is why I don't have any more defense in Cairo. I had to send this guy north to face the raiders of Shelby over there. Let's see what we do. Again, we see that we have a lot of supply, especially in Quincy. I know that I have only a bunch of militiamen, which has been who have been trained. So you see, it was a colored militia, but now they are not anymore colored militia. They are not. I think that they are still colored. They didn't change the color of their skin, even if they change the the picture of the units, but now they are line infantry. They have been trained. But being trained now, they are at 41. So let's see. I don't believe that they're able to resist to 6,000, 7,000 Confederates, but let's see. So this is situation, as you see, everything is about supply. Everything is about supply. So this is the situation in Missouri. What is Nebraska? What do we have? Arkansas, correct? Well, I forget. Okay, I don't know. So Kentucky, we are redeploying due to supply. And in the east, well, nothing more in the east, nothing really. Still, I'm sending one more general to Siegel. I'm sending him back to join McClellan, because Siegel is a trainer also as well. He's a training officer. And I have a lot of troops which are not trained. This guy, are they trained? Line infantry, yes. Okay, various, is it there? So these guys are trained, correct? Yes. McClellan, but then I have this guy. Conscript. Okay, so I have a lot of conscript. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 conscripts. I can, with a training officer, I can only turn a 2 regiments per turn. Huh? So here you see, with one guy, it would take me 3 turns to train this full unit. And I still have also here, I think I have others. Do I have others? No, it's okay. Only 6 units there. But I have a lot more to come. I think I have one more, you know. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 divisions. 6 brigades, sorry. And I tend to build only 1 brigade per territory because I don't know if it will be delayed if you put too many troops in the same place, if it's using the local resources or not. I don't know how the game is doing to mutualize the construction capacity. Is it per territory or not? Okay, I don't know. So I prefer to spread them. And as soon as they are ready, they are sent. Because you see, these guys are... They are 2 conscripts. Huh? So every turn, so when they are done, they need to be built, they need to be sent to McClellan and now Siegel to be trained. And then after, I will send them to Kentucky. I'm building also troops here in the west. Huh? So we have infantry in Illinois, Ohio. What is it? I have artillery also there. Michigan. The thing also what I try to do, I try to build more cavalry. But I don't have any more cavalry. If I check my pool of units, cavalry, I have only cavalry available in Connecticut and Maryland. I cannot build any more cavalry in on the West territory. Every cavalry unit who were supposed to be available has been already raised. I have only cavalry in the East. And you see, Maryland, I have only 1 left. So I have only a few cavalry units that I can... so I have only 7 cavalry that I can raise. Okay, good. Talking about... so we have... Again, we are raising new units. I do hope I can send them as soon as possible to the front line. In terms of war production, again, I try to stick at the 10% rule of thumb, meaning that if I have 187 regiment. With it, what it mean? Line infantry, keep 10%. So here I have 16. Okay, 5. Here I need more elite infantry. Militia, cavalry should be okay. So in terms of replacement, we are not that bad. And as you see, we have increased now the number of troops that we are hiring. I have a lot of cavalry. Again, I'm pushing for cavalry. But I don't have any more cavalry. Artillery, yes. So nothing more to report on this. And again, everything it's about money. Money. We still keep on increasing our capacity in train and Liverpool. Is it there? No, I don't think. Yeah, so I signed for train and capacity. So it will give me the possibility to move more supply and more units per train and for the river, which is always good. Treasury, nothing. Interior, nothing. No, I'm not building any. I don't think that you need to build. I don't think that you need to build any industry. Even the war supply, I have way enough. Talking about the objective. So we are still raising our national morale, 84 plus 1 every turn, 85. And they are still at 102. 123,000. I think that we have a very low casualty war, maybe because of me. Yeah, maybe. Surely because of me. And we have 172 Unionists casualty on our side. Yeah. So that's it. So as you said, I have nothing more. I asked my opponents why the foreign entry intervention level decreased on the last turn. He had an event which we didn't see, because I'm checking the event there and I didn't see any event. You see here there was no event. It's about the French intervention of in Mexico. If you don't know, or if you know, at the same time there was an American Civil War. There was also a war in Mexico when European nation tried to put some European leaders in Mexico, especially France, who was sponsoring an Austrian guy named Maximilian to become a king or even emperor of Mexico, which of course the Mexican guy didn't like. So there was a civil war. There was a war between Mexican and European unit, mainly French units, and this is where you have the La Légion étrangère, the foreign legion. Where is it? It was in Puebla, was it? There was a battle in Puebla, I think. You see, yeah, Veracruz, yeah. You had the French flag. So the French took Veracruz, and then after with the army, they walk to Mexico, and they took Puebla, and there was a battle with the foreign legion. What is the name of the battle? Which is very famous for the foreign legion, because they were 100 against 1,000 or 4,000, and they did not surrender. Of course, all of them died. The Battle of... forget. Anyway, so this is why there was an event, because it seemed that France is not anymore interested in supporting the Confederates or to take any interest in the Civil War, because they are already engaged in a war in Mexico. So let's see what is going on. By the way, spoiler alert, the Mexican emperor, what's his name, Austrian guy, Maximilian, he lost the war because he lost the support of France. France took all their army and went back to Europe, leaving the guy on his own. And he lost again all the Mexican nationalist, let's say. And he was shot on a fire squad. That's it. So Maximilian. Who he was? I think he was the brother of the. He was the brother of the Austrian king, emperor, Maximilian. Good. So yeah. So see, brief story about the Mexican War and the French intervention and so on and so on. So okay. So this is the place. So we have to come back. Nothing more happened except that we are looking for supply. Supply is an issue. Logistics. Always about logistics, guys. Guys, thanks a lot. Hope to see you on the next episode with more supplies in our wagon. Until then, now it's my time to say goodbye. So, goodbye.